the measures that we are announcing today going beyond the previous advisory and guidelines. We are now requiring for all events to abide by the 250 persons rule. So anything beyond that should not be carried out at all. All large-scale gatherings have to be less than 250 people in size. And even then, they have to ensure adequate distance apart when the participants or the attendees of the event are seated. That's for events. Beyond events, we are also talking about schools. We already announced some measures for schools, which MOE had highlighted yesterday. Workplaces, we are calling on all employers to get employees, their staff, to work on telecommuting and to work from home. So as a default option, all employers should seek to do that. If that's not possible, then the employees who have to come to office, put them on staggered hours, so they do not all come at the same time and leave at the same time, but there are different hours for which they can come and leave the office, and preferably not during the peak period for transport. So if we do that, there will be more people working from home, and we can also reduce the load on public transport. For public venues as well, we are going to enforce safe distancing across the board in entertainment venues, attractions, restaurants, F&B outlets, hawker centers, coffee shops, which means that people will have to be seated 1 meter apart. There will be restaurants where they may have to rearrange and reconfigure their tables in order to ensure adequate distance across their diners. We recognize that all this will have significant costs to our F&B operators who are already facing very difficult times during this crisis. But this is a necessary precaution which we have to put in place in order to ensure, to protect Singaporeans and to protect the people around us. So we have been working with all the F&B outlets in order to put these measures in place and ensure that whether it's a hawker center, a coffee shop, or a restaurant, there will be safe distance between diners. And through licensing, we will enforce this. It will lead to some inconvenience, but we also need Singaporeans to cooperate and take responsibility for these changes. And if we are all disciplined about this, it will give us better control over the situation and enable us to suppress and slow down the spread of the virus. So we hope all Singaporeans will work with us and we can all do our part to protect ourselves, our families and friends, and the people around us.